Hello my dear students, in our previous class we have studied the physical properties. In this class we are going to study about the chemical properties and reaction of haloalkanes and the halogens. Okay, we are going to discuss here three types of chemical properties and the reaction of haloalkanes. First one is known as nucleophilic substitution reaction. The first chemical property is to be known as nucleophilic substitution reaction. The second chemical property is elimination reaction. The third chemical property is reaction with the metals. Okay, let us start with the first chemical properties, that is to be known as nucleophilic substitution reaction. First, let us understand what you mean by substitution reaction and what you mean by nucleophilic substitution reaction. Okay. In the substitution reaction means any reactant is going to attack in the another side of reactant, that is to be known as substitute. Okay, just replacing one substance with the another, that is to be known as substitution. In this, the substitution is taken through by the nucleophile. That's why this type of reaction is to be known as nucleophilic substitution reaction. Let us see some explanation about it. Okay, in this type of reaction means nucleophilic type of reaction, a nucleophile reacts with haloalkanes. First of all, what's going to happen in this reaction? A nucleophile is going to react with an haloalkane. That haloalkane having the partial positive charge, or where partial positive charge on the carbon atom. Partial positive charge on the carbon atom. That carbon atom is bonded to the halogen element. Okay, let us see next. Okay, what do you mean by substitution? A substitution reaction takes place and an halogen atom called leaving group departs as halide. Okay, what do you mean by substitution reaction? What is going to be substitute here? Okay, an halogen atom is called a leaving group. Okay, that departs, that is to be known as, which is going to leave the group, that is to be known as halide, that is to be considered as a leaving group. Okay. Since the substitution reaction is initiated, the substitution reaction is initiated by the nucleophile. That's why we call it as a nucleophilic substitution reaction. This type of reaction is to be known as nucleophilic substitution reaction. The nucleophilic substitution reactions are denoted by SN. Okay, what do you mean by SN? S stands for here substitution, N stands for nucleophilic. We read it as nucleophilic substitution or substitution nucleophilic. Why here first, which is going to be first attacked? The first nucleophile is going to react. That's why we are calling it as nucleophilic substitution reaction. Okay, let us see the first general reaction. What is this general reaction? Look at this. Okay, we are having the alkyl halide is here. R, N in alkyl group, X means here any halide group. Plus a nucleophile is going to attack on the halogen. Let's see. What is going to happen after attacking? There is a formation of a bond between alkyl group and the nucleophile, and halide element is going to be replaced or substitute. We call it as of a leaving group. Leaving group. Okay, what is this? This is to be known as alkyl halide. Alkyl halide. And this is to be known as an nucleophile. What is going to be here? Let's see. Here's a nucleophile. We already know that arrow move from the higher electron density to the lower electron density. Okay, let's see. Then the nucleophile is moving. First of all, before that, there is a formation of partial negative charge and there is formation of partial positive charge. We already know that halogen atoms are, the halogen elements are more electronegative than the alkyl groups. We already know this. Okay, the halogen elements are more electronegative. Okay, we already know this. That's why I am writing it as delta minus for the halogen element and delta positive for the alkyl element. Okay, if I move the arrow from the higher electron density to the lower electron density. Okay, so let me move this. Okay, nucleophile is moving towards the from the negative nucleophile that is having the nucleophile means what? Nucleophilic substance. What does it mean? Nucleophilic, nucleus loving. That means positive charge loving species to be known as nucleophile. Okay, this is going to leave. Okay, this halogen element is going to be leave. There is a formation of bond between alkyl group and the nucleophile, and the leaving group, that is halogen element, is going to leave this substance. Okay, this reaction is going to be, it's going to leave here. Okay, we already know that which substrate is going to react. Because we are discussing the halocane, that's why alkyl halide and the nucleophile is going to form a alkyl nucleophile substituted alkyl group is formed, and the leaving group has been relieved. Okay. Okay, let's see some general reactions and some examples. First, we have to if any nucleophilic reaction. First, we have to identify the nucleophile. Okay, first we have to identify the nucleophile here. Okay, we already know that this one is to be happening. Okay, the NaOH. Okay, Na is going to form like which going to be formed? Whether it's going to form which nucleophile is going to be generate here. We already know that there is a formation like Na plus and OH minus is going to generate. Whatever this halogen element is negative and alkyl group is having the positive charge. What's going to happen? Just rearrange the molecules. The negative part is attack on the positive part, and positive part is going to bond with the negative part. Okay, let's see the reaction. What will happen here? The R group is going to bond with the negative part. Okay, this one is negative part. That's going to happen. ROH plus NaX. NaX means any salt is going to be formed. What is ROH? Where ROH means here an alcohol. What we convert in a reaction? We converted here from alkyl halide to alcohol in the presence of a base that is to be known as NaOH. Okay, here OH minus is our nucleophile. Here our OH minus is our nucleophile. OH minus is our nucleophile. Let's see the next reaction. It is going to be of similar one. Okay, the next reaction is going to be alkyl halide is going to react with another base that is to be known as KOH. Definitely you know that there is a formation of alcohol, and the salt which is going to be a potassium halide salt is going to be generated here. Again we converted from alkyl halide to the alcohol and salt. Okay, let's see next one. When alkyl halide react with the water. Okay, alkyl halide is going to react with the water. What is going to form? First we have to pick up that which nucleophile is going to be generated in this case. Okay, let me form nucleophile. The bonding is going to form like this, like delta plus delta minus. This one is delta minus and this one is going to be delta plus. Okay, the nucleophile here is OH minus, is going to attack on the carbon group that is to be known as ROH plus, which is going to liberate here. The HX part is going to be liberated. The HX means any acid may be formed. Okay, let's see the next one. When alkyl halide is going to react with the sodium substituted substance, what is going to generate? Let's see. First of all, we have to find out which one is the nucleophile here. Okay, just let me name it as delta plus. It's going to be our Na plus. You know it is an alkyl metal. Okay, the OR minus is to be known as our nucleophile. This is OR minus is our nucleophile. Is going to substitute on this R group. Okay, the R group is to be known as the R is going to substitute the OR dash. OR dash. Can you tell what is this? This is to be known as an ester. Okay, this is to be known as our ester. Okay, we have to note that what is going to formation here. before after the breaking of this bond. Okay, let me try for you. Okay, if any reaction is going to form, is going to generate a positive charge. Before going to react, there is a formation of carbocation on the alkyl group. What is going to form here? There is a formation of carbocation. Okay, in a nucleophilic substitution reaction, they are going to find the carbocation generation is possible before the attack of the nucleophile. Okay, let's see next. Okay, next alkyl halide is going to react with the sodium iodide. First we have to find out the which one is the first nucleophile. Okay, let me go for it. The first one is Ri. The product is going to be known as alkyl iodide plus NaX. This is our salt. NaX is our salt. Okay. Okay. Next one is when alkyl halide react with the ammonia. Okay. How it's going to form? Okay. The formation is going to be formed like a NH2. Okay. Here H plus is going to generate. Here NH2 minus is going to be generated. Okay. The product is going to be like this: RNH2. RNH2. This will be known as amine. This is to be known as amine. Which type of amine it is? It is to be known as a primary amine category. Okay. Let's see the next one. Okay. Similarly, we have to find out the which one is our nucleophile. Okay. The product is going to form like this: RNH. RNHR. This is our, again is an amine, but it is a secondary amine. Okay, this is to be known as our secondary amine. Product is to be formed secondary amine. Okay, let's see next one. When alkyl halide is going to react with the potassium cyanide. First you have to know what is the nucleophile here. The product is going to form like this: RCN. This is to be known as an nitrile. This is to be known as our nitrile or cyanide. This is to be known as cyanide. Okay, there is one point here. I will explain in the next slide. Okay, regarding these two reactions. Okay, remember these two reactions. There are two important points to be need to be remembered here. Okay, two important points to be remember this one. Okay, let's see next one. When alkyl halide react with the silver cyanide, let's see what's going to form here. Just we have to remember that RNC is going to be generated. Okay, RNC is going to generate. If I react with the alkyl group is going to react with the Cn minus, that is to be known as this formation of nitrile, that is to be known as cyanide group has been attached to the alkyl group, this formation. But in the case of alkyl halide, when react with the silver cyanide, is going to form the isocyanide or isonitrile complex is going to be generated. This is to be known as isonitrile and isocyanide. If any molecule just bonded with a carbon and alkyl, that is to be known as cyanide or nitrile. Any complex is going to react with the alkyl with the nitrogen side, that is to be known as isonitrile or isocyanide. Okay, next one. The RX is going to react with the potassium nitrate. Okay, next RX react with the silver nitrate, and the RX is going to react with the silver iodide. Okay, there is going to be formation. Okay, just try to do this reaction. Okay, just try to do. Okay, let me go for this one. Which is the this one here. Here metal is going to be happen here. That's why it's going to be positive, and this one is to be known as delta minus. Okay, the product is going to form like this: oxygen, Cr. Okay, this is the product. Okay, next, when alkyl halide is going to react with the lithium aluminium hydride. Okay, lithium aluminum hydride, you already know that. What is this? It's a famous reducing agent. Reducing agent. You already know that. What does reducing agent provide? It provides the hydride ion. It provides the hydride ion. Let's see what's going to form here. There is a formation of RH. What is going to form here? A formation of RH. RH means here an alkane is going to be generated here. Okay, let's see next one. When alkyl is going to react with the RMGX. Here RMGX stands for, this is to be known as a famous, that is to be known as Grignard reagent. This is to be known as Grignard reagent. Okay, RX is going to react with the RMGX, that is to be known as Grignard reagent. Let's see what's going to happen. Okay, if I go with the bonding formation, the MgX is going to form the delta positive charge, the R dash is going to form the delta minus. Why? Because it is metallic in nature, that's why it's going to show the more electropositive character, because carbon is having, compared to the this one metal is going to having the less electron, more negative than the metal, that's why it's going to show the delta minus form. Okay, the product is going to form like this. R is going to react with the formation with the R dash. This is the formation of an alkane. Therefore, the product is going to be known as alkane. Okay, try to do this products. Okay, try to do this products. Okay. Okay. Next, already told that the 2 points are very important. First one is to be known as the cyanide and the nitrile group and the isonitrile group. Okay, the cyanide and the nitrile groups let me see. Okay, the groups like cyanide, that is known as CN, and nitrile, that is known as ONO, possess two nucleophilic centers, are called ambident nucleophile. What are the ambident nucleophile? The nucleophile which are having the two nucleophilic center. Okay, the nucleophiles which are having the two nucleophilic centers, that's the molecules to be known as the ambident nucleophile. The why, what is going to be the procedure here? The carbon double bond nitrogen. Either it can attack to the net position or with the carbon position. Why? Because carbon nitrogen can attack with the negative charge, and carbon is having the double bond, that should be known as carbene radical. Carbene is to be formed here. This it can be formed. Okay, to complete the octet, it can be generated. What about this one? In the nitrile case, there is a formation of two nucleophilic center. First one is to be by the nitrogen which are having the double bond, and the oxygen which are having the negative charge. The nucleophiles may be neutral one, either may be having they are having a pair of lone pair of electrons, or they may having the nucleophilic charge type nucleophiles may be present. Okay, let's see the types of nucleophilic substitution reaction. There are some important nucleophilic substitution reactions are there in your syllabus. The first one is known as SN1. The first one, the very important one, that is to be known as SN1, and second one is to be known as SN2. The third one is known as NGP, and fourth one is very important, that is to be known as SN9. Okay, what do you mean by SN1? The here SN1 means unimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. What do you mean here? Here we have to start with an anticlockwise, that is when the 1NS. 1 means here unimolecular, N means nucleophilic, S means substitution. Why? Because here one molecule is making the major difference here on the nucleophile by making the substitution. That's known as unimolecular nucleophilic substitution. Let me write the name here. Unimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. Okay, this is the stand for. What about this one, SN2? Here 2 means bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. Here 2 means bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. What do you mean by NGP here? Here NGP stands for neighboring group participation. Neighboring group participation. Okay, this stands for the NGP. Okay, the fourth one is known as SNI. It means here intermolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. These are the main four categories. The first one is to be known as SN1, SN2, NGP and the SNI. Okay, in the coming class, okay, next we will start the first, that is to be known. We are going to start with the SN1 mechanism. So let us see the first chemical property, that is nucleophilic substitution reaction, that is to be known as SN1 mechanism. Okay, what will be SN1? That is to be known as unimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction or substitution nucleophilic unimolecular. Okay, let's see the general reaction of this SN1 mechanism. We already know that we are going to have the alkyl halide. We are reacting the first alkyl halide is going to be react here. We already know that the halogen element is going to possess the electronegativity, higher electronegativity compared to the alkyl group. Okay, the mechanism, how does it follow? Let's see. Before starting the mechanism, let me give the general reaction of the SN1 mechanism. Okay, first the SN1 mechanism start with the formation of an carbocation. Okay, we already know that this is going to form the delta minus and this is going to form the delta plus. Why? Because the difference in the electronegativity and they are also very highly reactive in the nature. Okay, there is first what is the first step is going to form here? There is a formation of carbocation. Which carbocation will form here? There is a formation of carbocation. How does it going to form? By leaving the halogen element, that is halide is acting as a leaving group here. Okay, this is to be considered as the first step. Okay, this first step is going to happen here. Okay, what type of reaction is going to happen here? Okay, first there is formation of here. What is going to happen? The formation of carbocation generation is possible in the case of first step. Okay, after that, after the formation of the carbocation, there is an attack of nucleophile. What is going to attack here? There is an attack of a nucleophile. Where the nucleophile is going to attack? Always the nucleophile attack on the higher electron density to the lower electron density. Okay, after this, let's see what's going to happen here. There is a bond, there is a formation of bond between alkyl group, there is a carbon radical, and there is a react with the nucleophile. This is the step. Okay, the SN1 mechanism always favors the two-step reaction. The SN1 mechanism favors the two-step reaction. The first step. What is the first step here? Step 1. What is going to happen in the first step? Okay, in the first step, what is going to happen? There is a formation of carbocation. What is the first step here? Formation of carbocation. This is the first step of the SN1 mechanism. Okay, what is the first step here? Let me write this one again. Okay, RX, this meaning alkyl halide. Alkyl halide is here. Okay, this reaction is going forward, and this is the reversible step. The first one is to be known as a reversible step, and there is a formation of charge here. Let me write the charge on the halogen element and on the carbon atom. Okay, this is a reversible step. Okay, what's going to happen in this case? Okay, this is to be known as RDS step. What is this? This is to be known as RDS. What do you mean by RDS? RDS means rate determining step. And why it is a rate determining step? Why? Because it is the slowest step. Okay, we already know that the slowest step is considered as the rate determining step. What is the product of here? In the first step, we are going to generate the carbocation here. We are going to generate the carbocation in the first step of the reaction. In the first step, we are generating the carbocation. Okay, let's see the second step. Okay, step number 2. Step number 2. What is there in the step number 2? In the step number 2, the attack of nucleophile. Attack of nucleophile on carbocation. On the carbocation. What's going to happen in this case? The carbocation has been attacked by the nucleophile. What's the carbocation here? You already know that we are having the R plus. Okay, it's going to happen in the forward reaction. It is the fastest step. Okay, this step is considered to be as a fast step reaction. Why? Because there is an ionization is going to be generated here. That's why it is a fast step reaction. It is a fast step reaction. What is going to happen in this case? The nucleophile has been attacked. Okay, the nucleophile has been attacked on the carbocation. The nucleophile has been attached on the here. Why I am writing from here nucleophile to carbocation? Because electron density move from the higher density to the lower density. Okay. After the attacking, let's see what is going to happen in this case. Here we are going to generate the substituted, that is nucleophile substituted alkyl compound is going to be generated, and with that with this here, with what is going to release here, we are going to leave the halide group, that is to be considered as the leaving group. What's here? The leaving group. Okay, here is the leaving group for the reaction. Okay. We already got what is the conclusion here, and what can be concluded here in this case. Okay, let's see try to conclude the reaction like this. Let me write the conclusion part. Conclusions. What are the conclusions we can derive from the equations? Okay, the first one, SN1 mechanism is a two-step process. Is a two-step process. Two-step process. Okay. And which one is the step is considered as a rate determining step? The rate is depend on the slowest step. The rate is depend on the slowest step. You already studied this one. Okay. Here is the slowest step is here. Okay. Which one is the slowest step here? The formation of the carbocation needs to be considered as the slowest step. That is to be known as a rate determining step, right? The rate determining step is the formation of the carbocation here. Okay, that's why I am considering it as the rate determining step, and I call it as the rate is directly proportional to the concentration of the alkyl halide. Okay, the rate is directly proportional to the rate of the concentration of the alkyl halide, or I can write it as the rate is directly proportional to the substrate. Okay. Okay. Next, if I move toward the molecularity. Molecularity is as the name suggests, it is to be known as the molecularity is going to be of unimolecular in nature. It is unimolecular in nature. How I decided? Why? Because it is depend on the only one substrate, that is to be known as an alkyl halide. That's why I am calling it as a unimolecular reaction. Okay, it is a unimolecular reaction. Can you tell what are whether the nucleophile depend on whether the nucleophile decide the formation of product? Definitely no. Why? Because it is fast reaction, it is not depend on the reaction. That's why here the concentration or the property is independent. Okay, the independence of the nucleophile. Okay, the rate is not dependent, it is independent of the nucleophile. The rate is independent of the nucleophile. Okay. Okay, what is the next step? Okay, in the SN1 mechanism, we always consider the polar protic solvent. Okay, which type of solvent we are going to take in here? We are considering here the which type of solvent? You already know the how many types of solvents here. We are having the two types of solvents. First one is known as polar solvent. First one is known as polar solvent, and the second one is known as non-polar solvent. Non-polar solvent. In the polar solvents, again we are having the two types of polar solvents we have. What are those? One is known as polar protic solvent, and second one is known as polar aprotic solvent. Polar aprotic solvent. In the case of SN1 mechanism, we considering the polar protic solvent we are taking in the case. What do you mean by polar protic? Okay. The polar solvents, that is to be known as water, alcohol, they are considered as polar protic solvents which can possess the acidic hydrogen. Such acids to be known as, that is to be known as polar protic solvents. Here I am taking the example as water and ethanol. Okay, here we are having the acidic hydrogen presence here, that's why I am considering it here. Polar protic solvent is present. Okay, the polar protic is the independent of the rate of concentration. Okay, what is the order of the SN1 mechanism? Okay, what is the order of the rate of reactivity? Order of reactivity. Follows. Order of reactivity. Okay, the order of reactivity follows. Okay, the order of reactivity follows in the form of tertiary alkyl halide, then it is greater than the secondary alkyl halide, and it is more in the primary alkyl halide, and last one is the 0 degree alkyl halide. This is the rate of order of the reactivity of SN1 mechanism. The order of reactivity is going to be for this as follows here. Okay, why it is so? Why it is to be 3 degrees the more reactivity than the secondary. Secondary is more reactive than primary, or primary is more reactive than the 0 degree or the super degree alkyl halide. Why? Because, okay, let me write the first one is to be known as a tertiary alkyl halide, let me write. Okay, tertiary, let me write 3A3 CH3 CH3 here, again CH3 here, and here is the halogen element is present. We already know that this one is to be known as a 3 degree or tertiary alkyl halide. Why? Because here 3 carbon has been bonded with this one. Okay, this is to be known as tertiary one. Okay, next, the next one is secondary. Okay, CH3 H alkyl halide, and next one is, this one is to be known as, this carbon is to be known as secondary alkyl halide. Let me move toward the primary 1 degree alkyl halide, CH3 H. This is to be known as an 1 degree alkyl halide. Okay, let's see what is the main reason for the high reactivity order of this molecule. Why? Because there is here reason after the first step, that is by formation of the carbocation. Okay, here is the carbocation. Okay, the carbocation, that should be here C plus, that is methyl group here, methyl is also methyl. Okay, the carbocation, these methyl groups are supported by the carbocation is supported by the 3 electron donating groups were present around the carbocation. That's why we already know that the tertiary carbocation is more stable. The tertiary carbocation is more stable in this case, and it is highly reactive in the case of formation of the carbocation. Okay, let's see the next one. The secondary carbocation, the methyl here, again methyl, and there is a hydrogen. Compared to this one, compared to the tertiary one, in the second case, that is of the secondary carbocation is less reactive. In compared to the tertiary carbocation, the secondary carbocation is less reactive. Okay, why? Because the stability. Okay, because of the why? Because here two methyl groups are supporting this carbocation, but here in this case three methyl groups were supporting this carbocation in this case. Okay, and last one is 1 degree. 1 degree after the formation, there is the hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. Okay, it's only one methyl is going to support here. Here is the 1 degree carbocation is generated. But what is in the case of RX? What is in the case of RX? No another. If I write the structure H, and this one is the halogen element. After removing this halogen element, I can form here carbocation. I can form the carbocation here. This one is super degree carbocation is not much reactive. That's why the order of the SN1 mechanism, will follow the order like this. First one is to be known as 3 degree alkyl halide, next 2 degree alkyl halide, 1 degree alkyl, and the super degree alkyl halide. Okay, these are the few reactivity order of the SN1 mechanism. So now let us solve a problem on the previous year question. Okay, let's read the question. Explain SN1 mechanism for the conversion of tertiary butyl bromide to tertiary butyl alcohol. Okay, what is going to tell you here, sir? It's telling us the SN1 mechanism. Okay, it's basically a 3 marks question. Okay, explain the SN1 mechanism for the conversion of tertiary butyl bromide to tertiary butyl alcohol. Okay, let's try how the problem is going to be solved. Okay, let's try to solve the problem here. Okay, first of all we have to go for the SN1 mechanism. Okay, let me write the complete reaction. After that I will go the step formation. Okay, let me write the first one is tertiary butyl bromide. How to write the tertiary butyl bromide? Okay, here we have to write like this. This is the tertiary butyl. We already know that tertiary alcohol or tertiary butyl. Okay, the tertiary butyl repeated here CH3, and here a bromide is coming, right? Is going to be written as a bromide. Okay, we have to convert the tertiary butyl bromide to tertiary butyl alcohol. For that we require a nucleophile. For the nucleophile, I am taking a base. Okay, I am taking a base here. That is to be known as NaOH, or you can take it as a water also, or you can simply take it as an OH minus. Okay, we already know that OH minus is an nucleophile. Okay, OH minus is an nucleophile here for us. Okay, after this is to be known as tertiary butyl bromide. After the attack of the nucleophile, that is to be known as OH minus, removing the compounds, complex. Let's see what is going to happen in this case. Okay, after the forming the steps, I am going to discuss in the coming slide. CH3, and this is going to formation with the OH. Okay, this is the formation of the OH. We have converted and we already got the NaBr. NaBr is our acid. Okay, this is the direct approach. Okay, this is the whenever you go to approach of reaction. In the case of mechanism part, you have to write this one like the tertiary butyl bromide by the attack of the nucleophile, and this is formation of tertiary butyl alcohol and a salt is here. Okay, after this we have to follow the steps. Okay, let's see steps. Okay, step number 1. We already know that step 1. Step 1 is to be known as the step which determine the rate. That is to be known as rate determining step. We already know that step number 1 is rate determining step. It is considered as the slowest step of the reaction. What is going to happen in this case? In the step 1, there is a formation of or generation of carbocation. Formation or generation of carbocation. This is the slowest step reaction and it is to be known as the rate determining step. Okay, let's see what's going to happen in this case. Okay, first what's here? We are first what is there given? The tertiary butyl bromide is given to us. Okay, tertiary butyl bromide is given to us. Tertiary butyl bromide. Tertiary butyl bromide is given. Okay, what's going to happen in the first case? We already know that this is the fastest, this is the slowest step, and it is also a reversible step. Okay, this is a reversible step. Okay, this is correct is the slowest step. Slowest step. Okay, what's going to happen in this case? The first, there is generation of the carbocation. There is a generation of the carbocation. Why? Because why carbocation has been generated here? The leaving group, that is the bromide element has been leaved from here. Okay, here bromide element is left from here. Okay, here is the plus. It is to be known as carbocation has been generated here. This carbocation is to be known to be as if I written in the this one. This is to be having the planar geometry. This one is having the planar geometry. It is having the planar geometry like structure. It is having the planar geometry. Let's how to write the planar geometry here. So this one, I can write like this. Okay, I can write like this. Okay, the plus one here. There is a CS3. There is a CS3. Here is the CS3. Okay, this is to be known as a planar, or you can write in the horizontal order also. Okay, let me write a horizontal order for you. I can write this. This first one is span. Is a plus carbocation. This one and this one and this one. CH3. CH. You have generated the planar complex. It is in the form of a, from where we have started from the sp3 hybridized to the sp2. We have generated the saturation of the carbon has been changed. Okay, the hybridization is going to change from the sp3 hybridization to the sp2 hybridized. The complex is going to be formed in the step 1. We generated the planar molecule. We have generated the planar carbocation molecule. We have generated the carbocation planar molecule. Okay. After the first one, we are going to see the step number 2. Step number 2. Okay, what's going to happen in the step number 2? In the step number 2, we are going to attack the nucleophile. Attack of nucleophile. Attack of nucleophile, that is OH minus on carbocation, on the carbocation. Let me write the first, that the planar carbocation complex. Okay, we already know that this step is the fastest step. Why? Because there is a formation of the ion. Ionic formation reactions are always faster in order. Okay, CS3 is going to generate here. This is here the carbocation here. This is the forward type of reaction, and there is an attack of the nucleophile that is to be known as OH minus. There is attack of the nucleophile. This is from the like this. It is going to attack from the higher electron density to the lower electron density. After this, what is the product is going to generate here? We are going to form our tertiary butyl alcohol complex is going to be generated. Okay, tertiary tributyl alcohol is going to be generated in the case. Okay, this is the case we have converted from step 1 to the step 2 by explaining the mechanism. Okay.